everyone, welcome back to the We Are the Joneses after show. Where are they now? Thank you so much for joining us. We had some technical difficulties earlier. I'm not sure if you were joining us, but it is a live show, so it happens. But I've got my girl Karen King co-hosting with me today. You guys know KK from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So Karen, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too much, but you're gonna be seeing more of Karen King in a future episode of We Are the Joneses. So you got to make sure you check it out.
I'm Karen King, and you may know me as KK from Love and Hip Hop, and this is Jamari.
Hi, you brought the whole crew.
I had a botched job about a year ago, so I'm coming to Dr. Jones so he can repair this horrible job.
We're gonna have to hang out. I'm not sure about our HIPAA rules.
My second season is coming up, and I don't want to play no games with these girls.
I've heard a little bit of the story, but I want to hear it in your words.
Well, I had surgery May 13, 2015. As it began to get well, it began to wither.
But we'll take a look, rectify some of the wrongs.
I hope so. Don't make me cry up in here. The pressure is on, Dr. Jones.
So it's time to bring Fabulous back. It's time to bring Fabulous back.
Spoken like a doc. It's time to bring Fabulous back, he said.
Absolutely.
And speaking of Fabulous, I have Jamari. This is Karen King's sidekick, who she doesn't leave home without.
My main kid.
Oh, and you know, I wish I could have my Buddy. You see Buddy. Oh, maybe you don't see him on the screen there, but I always keep Buddy with me too. He's like a therapy dog, and he and Jamari had a good time playing together. There's Buddy. Look at my Buddy. See Jamari. There's your boy Buddy. His back is turned to us, but Buddy's a sweetheart.
A sweetheart.
So we're going to be talking a lot more about your surgery in a later episode of We Are the Joneses. And also, I am so excited because Karen is one of the first guests on my new talk show, Chick Chat. Yes. And later on, we're going to actually have our own Chick Chat here in the studio.
I look forward to it. It's always so fun.
But today, right now, we are talking boob jobs, mommy makeovers, and taking a special tour of Lexington Plastic Surgeons. So get your questions ready. Remember, this is a live show, and we'll be answering them all live in just a few minutes. If you have something for Karen, or for me, or Dr. Jones, we want to hear from you. But first, this. All right, I know you were tuned into Saturday's episodes of We Are the Joneses. I know you were. You were watching, yes? Mm-hmm. Okay, what'd you think?
Absolutely. It was amazing. I love it. I'm never going to miss it. You guys better not miss it either.
Centric TV, Saturdays, yes, 10 o'clock. We have just an ongoing date every Saturday night at 10 o'clock, and hopefully you do too. But you know what? Our finale's coming up this weekend. I can't believe it. 13 episodes, and we're finally at the end of this. Not at the end, just at the end of this season.
At the end of this season.
So, yeah, so make sure you watch. But we met a few characters who came in for different procedures, but their lives were changed forever. As you know by now, We Are the Joneses. I'm the executive producer of it, and it's not just about surgery. It's about changing lives. Take a look for yourself.
Previously on We Are the Joneses. I've always known that I wanted to have my breasts done.
We have a little bit of a problem.
I was abused in my relationship. I left with nothing. It's about me now.
Many of our transgender patients have been ostracized in one way or another throughout their lives.
My family disowned me. I had to live on the street. No one wanted to touch me.
Hey!
Dr. Jones. I was so excited to see Keenan in the waiting room. He's almost like family now.
There's a facial nerve right across here. When you pucker to kiss, can be affected if that nerve is pulled, tugged, or cut.
Everyone's a fan of Keenan's. You know, Keenan, he's a big teddy bear. Keenan came all the way from Chicago and sought Dr. Jones out for surgery. Mm-hmm. His life is forever changed. You're going to see him on this weekend's episodes. He had a major transformation inside and outside. You know, you got some questions. Some people are asking you things. Yeah. Chanel, say hi to Chanel out there.
Hi, Chanel.
She wanted to know how much your surgery is, but I'm not letting you tell her that. You've got to call.
You know what? Let me tell her. Chanel, every individual that gets surgery is different. Everybody needs something different. Even though it's a breast job or whatever you're getting, it's never the same thing that anybody else has gotten. So everybody's price is different. The best thing to do is come up and
Yep.
get consultation.
Yes, and we have an office, Lexington Plastic Surgeons, in 5 cities, so you don't have to look far. Atlanta, Miami, New York, New Jersey, and Washington, D.C. So.
You don't have to miss out, baby.
But trust me when I say you're definitely going to want to tune in this Saturday night on Centric to see Keenan's incredible transformation. We also want to talk about some other patients we had on this past weekend show, AD and Juliet, both of whom have had really traumatic pasts. We can all, I know you can relate to that.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, you've been through it. We're going to talk about that in our chick chat later. But for right now, I really did connect with both of them. I want you to see some of AD's transformation, though. AD was a transgender patient who came to Dr. Jones, and actually Dr. Lee, one of Dr. Jones's other doctors, did her surgery, but she really, really felt like a new person walking out of our door.
Really?
Yeah, take a look. Previously on We Are the Joneses.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Dr. Lee used to be my chief resident during our residency. He has a great three-dimensional way that he looks at reconstructing the face.
Now, you had silicone injected into the cheek regions, so we're going to remove the bulk of it.
So how's it going? How was your surgery?
Dr. Lee did an unbelievable job. I looked in the mirror and I saw myself for the first time again.
You know, plastic surgery is one of those things that you really have to trust the doctor that you're going to. I mean, AD had silicone injected in her face. It's not legal. They don't do that. And in your case, I remember you came to us because you also had some botched.
Yeah, I had the Brazilian butt lift, and it was just weird.
Not with us. This was somewhere
not with
else.
Dr. Jones.
Right.
I mean, they were a lifesaver to me. But I had the fat transfer, supposedly, and they gave me a suture suspension that is actually used for your face.
Okay,
or something
but they
else.
put it in your butt?
But they put it in my butt.
Huh.
And then they also put fat back there that eventually died because of the suture suspension. So I paid all that money and didn't get any results, and it was horrible. So the main thing you have to do when you're getting plastic surgery is trust your doctor.
Yeah,
Trust
it's super
their
important.
background. Absolutely.
Yeah, and people need to realize that this is life. Like, it's your life. You're putting your
Absolutely.
life literally in someone else's hands. So you do want to make sure
Yeah,
that
you
you
got
know the
to.
doctor. In AD's case, Dr. Lee did an amazing job, not only with her procedure, but also helping bring her confidence back.
Self-esteem.
Yeah, another patient you and I talked about from this past weekend is Juliet.
She's amazing.
She is amazing. Juliet actually moved away from New York. She's living down in Florida now, getting her life back. But Juliet went through some really bad. She had some past experiences with abuse, something a lot of women can relate to. The thing is that so many people stay quiet about it, but in her case, it took a lot of courage to speak up, speak out, and reclaim her life. Let's take a look. Previously on We Are the Joneses.
I made a decision in my life to do the tummy tuck because I needed to feel more confidence about myself.
This curtain of skin gets brought down and we make a new opening for it to come through.
Okay. I always wanted to do the surgery, but I did get cold feet. I did question myself if I'm doing the right thing.
Wow, well that looks wonderful. Nice contour here. Now, I heard about this wonderful gown or outfit that your daughter kind of made for you. Do you have a picture of it?
Yes, I do.
Oh my
For the carnival.
goodness. Look at that.
Yes.
Wow, a lot of skin showing. And you're gonna look fantastic.
I hope so.
All right, so that was Juliet, and Juliet's actually joining us live. This is a live show, Karen.
I'm
You're
excited.
getting to see the
Look at
behind the scenes.
Juliet.
Look at Juliet. Hi. Hi, Juliet. You have Karen King here and myself.
Hello.
I haven't seen you since your surgery. You're looking amazing, though.
Absolutely amazing.
How you feeling?
I've been doing great. Yeah, actually last month was my 2 years since I did the surgery.
Very nice. So you got look at you. Florida's treating you well, huh?
Well,
Is that 27?
27?
my God.
Yeah, I don't know. She's got a son. She has a daughter that's about 27, so she can't be 27.
Oh, you are looking the bomb.com, honey.
So life is good.
excuse me?
Life is good since the surgery?
It's been great.
Good.
Everything in my life has changed.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm really happy. So what was it like seeing yourself on TV this past weekend?
I was excited. I was afraid what I would see. But after I saw everything, I was fine. It was good.
I bet your phone is probably blowing up now with date offers, right?
Oh, actually, no. After I moved to Florida, I found that perfect gentleman.
You found love. I love it. Well, Juliet, you'll have to tell us about that later. I can't wait to meet him.
I really can't.
I know. I think maybe this year I'll be a married woman.
Wow. Okay, Juliet's talking about getting married. You do your thing. I'm really happy
I'm
for
gonna
you.
have to get a surgery too if it results into a husband. I'm gonna tell you that.
Exactly. Karen's looking too. Let's look at some of your other videos from the show.
As a teenager, I had a flat stomach. I was very shapely. After I had my kids, I put on some weight for a number of years. I watched myself in the mirror and said, I have to do something about it.
All right, so thank you. Karen is my stylist here. She's making sure I look good. We're doing this thing live, so we're just excited. You got some questions coming in, Juliet. Pari, why don't you ask this? It's how are you? I'll ask this one. How are you maintaining your surgery since you had surgery, and do you think you need more? That's from Parisa.
Actually, I'm very comfortable with what I did. I don't need much surgery anymore because I like how I look now. Maybe in the future, but not right now.
Maybe in the future, but not right now. I like that. Yeah, you don't look like you need anything to me. And Karen, you want to ask the next one?
And yes, Michaela from Chicago wants to know, how was Carnival? You look great in your costume, and I agree with her.
Oh, the carnival was great. I had an awesome time, and it was so good. It was a great experience. I maybe want to do it this year again.
All right. Yeah, well, Karen and might have to join you at Carnival. Do you think your daughter can make a dress for us too? Because your daughter made those costumes, right?
Yes, she did. Of course you can join me. That would be more fun.
Yeah, we have to get her to make us a costume. You'll have to make an introduction.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Well, I'm happy. I mean, your life has changed. You found love. You feel good. You're glowing. You look good. What more could you ask for?
Exactly. I'm happy. I'm contented with myself, my life. My son has moved with me. He's living with me now, so my whole world is coming together.
Wow, that makes me so happy, so happy. All right, well, Karen and I are going to sign off now. You get back to the beach, because that's what you do when you live in Florida, right?
Beautiful, Juliet.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and keep watching Saturday night at 10 o'clock, okay?
Don't miss.
Absolutely, yes, I will. Thank
All
you.
right, so bye, Juliet. All right, so as I said earlier, another thing that I'm so excited about that's coming up on this weekend's episodes of We Are the Joneses is my Chick Chat Lunch. Can you guys say it? Chick Chat, finally.
Chat, finally.
Yes, everyone in the studio here is silent, but they know how excited I am about Chick Chat. And of course, Karen, you were one of the first guests on my show.
Me.
Yep, so we're going to give you a little dose of what it was like and what Chick Chat's going to look like. We've got a bottle of champagne we're going to crack open in just a little while, but can you hold it down for me
I'm
for a
gonna hold
minute?
it down. I know you gotta run downstairs.
I'm going to go find the doctor, see what he's been up to, and I want you to hold it down, and when I come back, we're going to have a Chick Chat. Previously on We Are the Joneses.
I've always wanted to have my breasts done.
Kim is our head patient coordinator in the office. She knows the good, she knows the bad. And to think that she's actually come to me to say, hey, doc, I'm willing to let you create something that I've always wanted, that's a very humbling experience. Hey!
Hi, Dr. Jones.
How you doing? Do you like what you see?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm happy.
When are you coming back to me to see patients?
I started
Oh, you started? When?
today.
Okay. Oh, okay,
I
well.
can't stay away too long.
All right, so Welcome to Lexington Plastic Surgeons. You've been here a time or two. Here's our girls in the reception desk. Say hi, everybody. We're live on Facebook. Say hi. I'm going to see if we can find Kim, who was on our show this past weekend. Kim, hi.
Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm
good to
good.
see you.
Likewise.
Looking refreshed, looking beautiful.
You.
So Kim, as you saw on the show, is our patient coordinator. Patient coordinator. And so she is one of the first faces that you see when you come into Lexington Plastic Surgeons. And you got a chance to see her amazing transformation this past weekend. How do you feel?
I feel great. I
Good.
do. I'm so happy with them.
Yeah, good, good. I've got some questions for you, actually.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people have been asking, because, you know, you were a really popular episode, you and your
Lord.
girlfriend, and that scare.
I know. That was kind
Yeah.
of frightening, but
It
I'm
was.
glad it all worked out.
Everything's good, though? No
Everything
more?
is good. I'm healthy. I'm fine.
Okay.
So.
And what did they say about that? And just to bring you up to speed, on this past weekend's episode, Kim had a scare because the doctor thought that they saw something
in the
on her mammogram.
Yes.
Exactly. This happens to a lot of women, but luckily it was nothing
It was
big.
nothing big. I mean, I'm under 40, so it was my first time actually ever getting a mammogram.
Okay.
So I was so nervous, and I was just frightened and nervous, like, oh my God, maybe this is a sign from God that I shouldn't be doing this. But you know what? I prayed about it, meditated on it, and it was something that I really, really wanted to do for years.
Yeah.
So.
And how did this help you? Because you're the one that, when women are coming in here wanting breasts, like you're the one that they're seeing, and you're able now to tell them exactly what.
Exactly. So I've been through it. So now when patients come in and they want to know exactly what happens when you're getting this procedure done, I can tell them from a patient perspective what happens.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Good. Let me ask you a couple questions. Okay, Allison from Queens, New York said, how much pain were you in after your surgery, and when could you show off your new look?
So pain-wise, I would say...
Wait a minute, I think you were back in here at the office, like, was it the next day, if I'm not mistaken? Yes, against doctor's orders. But let's go back to the pain question.
Yes. So pain-wise, it was manageable for about 4 to 5 days.
Okay.
Honestly, I still had some pain medicine still left over, so it really wasn't that bad. Most of the pain came from like the muscle, because we put the implant underneath the muscle.
Got it. Okay.
But it was worth it.
Awesome. And Christian in Atlanta says, are you happy with the size that you chose?
Yes, I'm so happy.
Unequivocally,
so happy.
yes.
Unequivocally, without a doubt,
awesome.
perfect size.
We'll ask one more. Stephanie from Westchester, did you feel weird with people knowing you had surgery? Because you were all over the nation on this show. Yeah, how was that?
It was a mixed feeling. At first, I didn't really care because it's something that I really wanted to have done, but I really was more nervous about my family saying something about that.
Do you have that text from your mother? Her mother sent her this text message that was so sweet. Yeah, if you can read that real quick.
My gosh.
Because she was so nervous that her mom or her family was going to feel some kind of way about her having surgery and doing it on television.
I know.
But to your surprise.
To my surprise, she was extremely happy and open-minded about the whole thing.
And she sent this to Dr. Jones and I Sunday morning. We're sitting down having breakfast and we get this
God,
text message from your mom saying,
Yes. Hi, Kim. I'm glad you're back home and safe. Please don't think I would be ashamed of you. I might not agree with everything you say or do, but I believe that you made the right opinion, and this is something you've always wanted to do. So proud of you and love you always.
Oh, that's so sweet. Tell your mama we love her.
Yes.
Now get back to work because Dr. Jones is going to kill me. Is the doctor in?
He is. He is. He's in the back.
Awesome.
Yes.
Let's go see if we can find Dr. Jones. I'm sure he's up to something exciting. Say hi, everybody. You're on Facebook Live.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. Hello. Facebook Live, everybody. What's going on here? Look at this. And we are back here filming. Are you still in my limelight?
I'm still in the limelight.
Hi, how are you?
All right, baby.
Hey, Al Reynolds. Oh, I'm so sorry. Al, what a surprise.
Look, I was talking to your husband about his horrible tennis skills and how great
Can
yours
you be
were.
my partner in the future?
Of course.
All right, you guys, in case you don't
I know.
In case you don't know, this is Al Reynolds. You've heard his radio show. You've seen him all over television. What brings you by today?
Well, I got a little, birthday coming up.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to be 30 until I'm 50.
Well, we are, right? I mean, we haven't passed 30 yet, so why not? Why should you ever have to leave 30?
That's right. Why?
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
I don't want to be 30,
Right.
Because, you know, I was really crazy and reckless at that time. But with all this
Oh,
knowledge I
yeah.
got at 40 for the 5th year.
40 for the 5th year.
40 for the 5th
I like
year.
that.
I think,
well,
you know, we're going
well,
to
you know what? You're on Facebook Live. You're on the We Are the Joneses, Where Are They Now
really?
show. Yeah, say hi, everybody.
Hey, Mom. Wait, no, my mom.
Tell your mom to send us a question for you. Exactly.
My mother doesn't use a computer. She's like old, but yeah. Everybody, hey, everybody.
Hey, so what do you, can I say? Like, is it a secret that you're here and that you're having something done? What do you have it
absolutely
done?
not.
Okay, what are you doing? Do
See, we're
tell.
going to try to do everything. Let's see. We're going to try to get rid of these wrinkles in my forehead, he said. We're going to try to get rid of these crow feet. We're going to get rid of these frown lines. Hell, we're just going to do a whole face.
Tell him to stop. I mean, you look amazing, but could you give me a little Botox while you're at it? Look at these lines.
Let's start the line right
something
here.
something happens when you walk in this room and you look in the mirror. All of a sudden, you thought you looked good, and you look in the mirror and you're like, well, I guess I could use some Botox.
Or until you look at these two.
Well,
I mean,
you know.
these two are holding it down on the
We're
age
trying to hold it
management,
down.
right?
Trying
But
to
you're
hold it
looking
down.
good.
So, can I ask you a couple of questions? Have a
Sure.
seat.
Sure.
Have a seat. And we're gonna. What are you gonna do to him first of all? Are you giving him some?
Yeah, we're gonna do a little Botox in the forehead, and
Okay.
we're gonna do some Botox for the crow's feet. We're gonna do some injectable filler, probably Radius for the smile lines, and we're gonna augment the cheek a little bit here.
Okay.
And I think that's.
You better be glad you black and injected me. That just don't sound.
It's true. That's a lot
I'm
of
gonna
stuff.
trust you.
But in all fairness, this is all non-surgical. These are just
It's
little
all-
fix-it kind of things that
That's
you can
right.
stop in on your lunch hour like Al did and do at Lexington, right?
That's right. And
Okay.
you know, he won't be the worse for wear. He'll be able to go out and hang out
And keep going to work, right?
That's right.
So Botox, maybe a little filler.
Botox,
Okay.
some fillers, and
And
then
we're trying to
and we
work
talked
on doing
about
some-
we talked about some cool sculpting. We
Oh.
talked about some Kybella to get rid of the fat under the chin, and then the skin
Okay.
tightening to tighten all the skin up.
Wow, Al. So you're really doing your thing.
One-stop
You're not
shop.
playing.
One-stop shop.
How's that radio show? When are you going to get us on your radio show?
Whenever you're ready, come on
We're
over.
ready.
Let's do
We
it.
don't have any plans, do we? We're ready.
And
We're-
then I also invited him to my Manhattan Racket Club,
Okay.
my tennis
cool.
club.
Oh,
So you and I can go. We'll
yeah,
let him,
maybe
my
you should
grandpa
invite me. I'm the one that
Chance.
needs
Yeah,
some
right,
pointers.
right.
Yeah, he kicked my behind. That's never happening again on camera, though.
I figured that.
Yes, real quick. Last week's show, a lot of people had questions
Okay.
about Juliet, who had a mommy makeover,
Yeah.
and we saw her at Carnival looking fabulous.
Yeah.
Mommy makeovers, can you tell people what that is exactly?
Well, as it says, mommy makeover. For all the women that have had children, typically with pregnancy, you have some sequelae or things that happen after pregnancy. You get a lot of stretch marks. The muscles, those that form your six-pack, get stretched forward and as well as apart. Your breasts, after being engorged with milk, sometimes they want to hang and sag a little bit. So the mommy makeover is really to address those problem areas, to get your tummy nice and tight, to get your breasts lifted. Sometimes we put in implants at the same time. It's taking you back to that you that you had before you got pregnant.
Good. Well, we just saw Juliet a little while ago. She's looking amazing, younger than ever. We got to go because I have a special guest waiting for me in the studio. Can
Is
you
that
guess
right?
who?
Who is that?
You'll never guess.
No.
Karen King from Love and Hip Hop
KK?
New York. KK is in
KK
the
is in
house.
the house.
And she's going to be doing a chick chat with us later, and we're going to see a little bit of that on the episodes coming up this weekend.
All right.
Next time on We Are the Joneses. Tonight is the night of my Chick Chat launch party. A half hour, people are arriving. I get to the venue and the stuff isn't done. I need a Phillips head screwdriver.
With Keenan, I had anticipated that his surgery was only going to take 2 hours.
This is a lot worse than we thought, and there's a much bigger risk now to that facial nerve.
It was like cutting through cement. And next thing I knew, it was 6 hours before we were finished.
Okay, put your head down.
All right. And I see you got my Chick Chat glasses ready. Look at that Chick Chat because it's time.
The Joneses.
We are the
I'm telling you the
Joneses.
truth.
We are the Joneses champagne. We do it right. Do we do it right?
They do it right. This says, we are the Joneses with a fabulous 40-foot yacht down there at the end.
It's
Okay?
gold engraved because only the best for Karen
Let me
King.
taste it.
Well, cheers. Cheers.
Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot
have
to say
it.
that
Yes,
part.
have a sip. Have a sip. So as I said, Karen King is one of my very first guests on my new talk show, Chick Chat, that will be launching soon on a network to be determined. So make sure you check us out. But Chick Chat is a talk show all about getting women to open up and tell their stories. And let me just tell you something. When Karen and I sat down with Jamari and Buddy, because I brought our little friends along, my girl opened up. We went deep.
Yeah, I had to tell everything.
She told it all. Take a
Yeah.
look.
If
I
you
want to
don't-
go in.
Yeah.
You're okay going in?
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to go
We
in
gonna
because
talk
that's
about
what
everything.
Chit Chat's really all about for me. It's about getting women to just open up and not have to feel like you got to pretend anymore.
Just tell the damn truth.
For real. Tell the damn truth. That's what she said. Tell the damn truth. And you did. And you did. You know, we have, before we get into this though, we have some people. Mavis says, hi, Karen.
Hi, Mavis.
She wanted to know whether plastic surgery is done. Do you have to stay in the office or do you go home? You go home. We don't keep you here. Everything Dr. Jones does is day surgery. So you're going to get that stuff done and you're going to get out and then come back the next day and get checked up. Also, Deborah Sanders. Say hi, Deborah.
Hi, Deborah.
Deborah's been sending us lots of comments. So thank you, Deborah. If anyone else has any comments, this is the time to ask because we're going to talk about a
Ask all
lot.
your questions.
A lot. Things have been heating up on Love and Hip Hop.
Huh.
Let's talk about it. But you know what? Should we pick a card first? Let me take this out of your
pick a
hands.
card.
Yeah, we'll take this out of your hands. Let's see if we can sit that down somewhere.
Yes, it's good there.
And let's pick a card. My Chick Chat cards. I wrote all of these myself. You know the routine.
Okay, so I'm going to pick a card. And I hope the writing is not small.
That's right, because you can't read. You need glasses. I need glasses too, but I can help you.
But this is just the perfect question.
People always say that.
Because I was talking about this before.
Okay, what's it
Okay,
say?
here we go, you guys. The key to a happy marriage or relationship is.
You did just say that.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so what's your answer? Put it out.
I thought you was going to answer.
Well, you're going to probably ask me questions because you like putting me on the spot. But what's your key to a happy relationship? Because you've been in a lot of them. I mean, I'm not putting it out there. I'm just saying. But long term, right? You've had some nice. Look at her.
following me up, eh?
Look how beautiful she is. Of course, she's had a lot of relationships.
Well, you know, Kathleen is blowing me up, because I really haven't had a lot of relationships. I want to have quite a few, but I haven't had a lot. And I was just asking her, what does it take to keep a marriage long term? So it's ironic that I got this card. And so now I'm giving the question back to you.
Well, let me just say the last time that I saw you, Mama, you were with a 27-year-old young man, 26-year-old man. I'm not throwing your age out there. I just know that you had sons older than him.
I do, and let me tell you something. I was with a 26-year-old, and just the other day, he just called. Actually, he texted me.
He wants you back, right?
He wants me
Of course
back.
he wants you back. Look at you.
I want him back too, though.
Aw. Well, nothing wrong with nothing
So
wrong with
maybe
that.
that'll turn out to be a long relationship, because he's definitely a sweetie.
Yeah, my key to a happy, lasting marriage is just stay true to yourself. Respect individuality. I think that's really the key.
Important.
You can't. Jealousy just doesn't go anywhere, right? So if you're worried that you're going to lose someone, then you are, because you're going to push him out the door.
You're going to push him out.
Right. So I say just be true to yourself, be secure, because our insecurities get the best of us, right?
You know what? I don't even think it's so much. It's the social media.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I've never been an insecure woman, but that dang on social media, that Instagram. Oh,
yeah.
That Instagram. You see your man on the Instagram, who you talking to?
Well, speaking of Instagram and Facebook, you have a lot of your people are out there. They're
Yeah.
tuning in right now, so they want to hear the real dirt. I want to hear what happened, because you just taped the Love and Hip Hop reunion show.
We just taped the Love and Hip Hop reunion show, and it was ratchetness at its best. And I'm really not supposed to tell you guys what happened. So
Can't go there.
It's going to be on in 5 weeks. But it was ratchetness at its best, and the ultimate part of it is Tommy Lee is going to jail.
She keeps saying that. I'm waiting to hear the whole story, but you will have to watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta 5 weeks. Karen will be promoting it like crazy.
Absolutely.
So make sure you tune into that. Just like this weekend, you're going to tune into We Are the Joneses.
Centric TV, 10 p.m. Do not miss it. You can always learn something.
So what else is going on in your life? How are you? Someone asked actually how your sons are doing. Brandon, I'm not sure where he's from. He didn't say, but he said, "How are your sons doing?" One of them was shot recently. He said, "Tell him to keep his head up."
Sass was shot in Arizona doing a performance. He was just in his car waiting to get out and go to the venue, and it was a random shooting. But I know definitely that I'm one of God's angels, because my baby is walking around like he wasn't even shot in the back of the head. Yeah.
Really?
And the doctor said it's one of the hardest goals he ever seen in his life. But he knew if he'd have took my baby away, I wouldn't have been no good. So thank God for that.
Yeah, that got you to break down on our show. Again, you have to watch Chick Chat because the interview was phenomenal. But we sat down, and that was right after he had just gotten shot.
Absolutely.
And that was crazy. Yeah. What kind of advice do you have for women out there? I mean, you are holding it down. You're a mother. You've been raising your sons. You manage their career. But how do you do it?
You know what? I'm telling you, me personally, I am definitely a warrior. Like, defeat is not in my vocabulary. And, yeah, defeat's not in my vocabulary at all. So I just try to do all the positive things I can do. But sometimes it's so easily to be sidetracked.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it
saying?
is. It
By
is.
men, other distractions, and you get off your game. But as a mother and a woman, you got to stay focused if you want to succeed.
And so someone's going to shout out to Flawless Fletcher. They said your hair is on fire.
Flawless Fletcher, you know what? She done my hair.
Nice.
That's
it looks
why she
great.
said it's on fire.
And
it is, darling. It's definitely on fire.
Now it's funny because before we came on, Karen and I are, you know, we're sister friends, but we're slightly different. You know, she likes to light it up with some words. So I told her she had to leave some of those choice words behind because it's a family show. But are you struggling to hold back?
You know what? I am a cusser. It's part of my personality. It doesn't mean that my vocabulary is not bigger. It's just that I'm such like a comedian type of person.
You are so funny.
Yeah, I throw the cuss word in every now and then. So now I realize that on Chit Chat and We Are the Joneses, I have to cut 3/4 of my tongue off, and I won't be saying any cuss words.
Look,
okay?
as you said, and I admit too, you know, they come out. Sometimes you just have to emphasize words, right? It just doesn't sound right any other way. So I want to give a shout out right now to DSU, Delaware State University. That's my alma mater. They're watching. Thanks for joining us. And we're going to get you back because I know you have a lot going on. You got to get ready for your next season. When do you guys start taping again?
We start taping in.
I'm not sure.
We start taping in August. I don't know if I'm taping.
Well, I tell you what, I got a place for you here. If not,
You heard that?
I'm sure they're not going to let you go far though. You're the star of that show.
Well, yeah. Can't help it.
It's hilarious. So anyway, this has been awesome. Should I pick a card real quick?
Yeah,
let me
pick a card.
hold
Let
this
me
one.
hold.
Okay. All
Let
right.
me hold.
And then we're gonna cut this out because I know you're gonna.
Okay.
You're gonna get me.
Let's see.
All right. Oh, here we are. All right. So how many days a week do you or would you like to have sex? Like 7 maybe? I don't know. Like, oh, well, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. What would you say to that?
Well, I'm not active.
Whatever, Karen King.
I'm serious.
That little 26-year-old honey is
He's been
blowing your
vacation-
phone up.
No, he been vacationing in Florida, but when he get back around here, you know. But yeah, I'm not active, so you answer the question.
Well, you know what? I've been married a long time, and we were just talking about how you have to keep love alive. So I mean, I would say if you asked my husband this and you asked me this, I'm sure we would give 2 different questions. But I like there just to be a little time in between so that I really want it when I get it. You know what I mean? I like there just to be a little gap. That's all I'm saying. So maybe like 4 days a week. But he probably would say 7, yeah.
That much for real?
I'm just saying I'm not saying that's how much we do, but I'm just saying I could, you know. But it's, you know, the other thing is when you've been married, because we're going on 18
your body
years.
Look like it looks.
My body looks like it does because I'm running behind my kids and running this business and trying to hold it down. It's a sex act, is that what it is?
I'm going to start getting that wiggle in. I got to get it in.
So I'm just saying, so we've been married, it'll be 18 years in December. Can I just get a round of applause? Because that is no joke. And I don't think anyone else in my studio is married. It's, you know, it's work. It is work, you know. Is anyone else in here married? Okay, good. So you know, it's work, yes? I'm not saying it's not good work. I'm just saying it's work. And my husband would say the same thing. You know, it's a sacrifice, but it's a blessing. And when you have kids, it's a lot. But I wouldn't trade. I'm not trading Dr. Jones in anytime soon.
So
no.
Looky loose, look another way.
I need a little Botox and stuff first. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Karen King, we've got to go. Hasn't this been fun, though?
This has been great. We don't want you to miss it. 10 o'clock, Saturday night. We are the Joneses.
On Centric. Cheers
on Centric.
Cheers, cheers,
and
cheers.
stay tuning in to Chit Chat.
She's so funny. Well, again, I can't believe that this week is the season finale already. Is Dr. Jones able to keep Keenan up with his keloids? Does my talk show Chit Chat ever get launched? I guess you'll have to tune in to find out. It's going to be a good one. I do want to thank all of you for joining us live on Facebook. Thank you so much to my girl Karen King. I love you.
I
really do, and I'm so glad to see all the positive things happening. Shout out to Mona Scott, LaShawn Browning, and everyone who makes MVH1, Viacom, everyone who makes Love and Hip Hop possible.
Absolutely.
So, thank you very much. I want you guys to please do me a huge favor. You know what I'm going to ask? Can you join me this Saturday night at 10 o'clock on Centric for We Are the Joneses, the season finale? And not only that, can you then make sure that you watch all of our episodes on your DVR, because I know you've been DVRing our show, and then send me your comments, because we're going into a second season, and I want to know what you like. All right, so make sure you hit me up. Thank you, KK.
You're welcome.
We're going to go out and we're going to actually finish off this glass of champagne. And I will see you next week for another Where Are They Now?